Yo, what's going on? What's going on YouTube? You already know who it is. It's your boy B High Society Podcast. You know what I mean? Make sure you hit us up, DM. I put the description below, or you can, know what I mean, hit me up in the DM with your High Society Podcast t-shirts. But nevertheless, make sure you know what I mean, follow us on the YouTube channel, High Society Podcast. We drop an episode each and every Monday at 6 o'clock, each and every Sunday at 6 o'clock, sometimes later, depending on Spotify and all that. But we on Spotify on the audio side of things. But I wanted to talk to y'all today. I wanted to just come kick it. You know, it's a lot of things in the culture going on right now that I find a hypocrisy in. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna get on here like these other YouTubers and be bashing people and calling people names and disrespecting people for clickbait and titling things and all that. I ain't here to do all that. I'm here to give some real information and give some common sense to what's going on out here. Some logic. Try to bring some logic to what's going on. You know, we recently we seen Meek Mill in the Clubhouse app. You know, he been arguing with Akademiks, arguing with guys from Philly, and just, you know, the only person on that app that I've seen that seems to have some real logic with him is 21 Savage, you know. But Meek Mill, you know, he said something that struck a chord with me. Somebody said, "You the king of this shit." As far as Philly rap, that's what they was referring to. And his response was, "PNB Rock is also a king. Lil Uzi Vert is also a king," which is he correct. But that guy, he didn't mean that. And Meek Mill, I believe you know that. He meant as far as this street thing, this rap thing, this thing of ours, you know what I mean? And shout out to Lil Uzi Vert, but I'm pretty sure he got some street dudes around him. Pretty sure he grew up in that environment. But that's not what he represents. That's not the image that he portrays. PNB Rock, his music, his lyrics are street. But at the end of the day, he's still a R&B type of dude. You feel what I'm saying? It's still a party vibe in majority of his records. He's not directly speaking to the trenches all the time, as you are, Meek. You know, heavy is the head that wear the crown. And you and Lil Durk, which I will get to in a second, I would say wear those crowns as far as street rappers. Not necessarily my personal opinions, but this is the general consensus. You know, I'm not here to give you my personal opinion on whether I think Lil Durk or Meek Mill is the street kings or the voice of the trenches or whatever. That's not for me to judge. The consensus say that they are, so we're gonna roll with that. Lil Durk just had an album called The Voice of the Trenches, so we're gonna roll with that. But just know, when you are the king of the streets, the voice of the trenches, just know that comes with a responsibility, and you can't run from that responsibility, because you take everything else that comes with being the king or the voice, and you shy away from the responsibility that also comes with that. No, it's heavy as the head that wear the crown. I'm gonna say that a lot, because when I saw this, I wanted to speak to him so bad and just let him know, like, listen, you have a responsibility, man. You know what I mean? Like, you have a responsibility to these youngins out here, and they look up to you, bro. Whether you want them to or not, whether you see yourself as a role model or not, it is what it is. These things you can't control. This is what you sign up for when you get in the rap game. But it's some hypocrisy going on, which I don't like, which I think is just real evil. Like, we got a young kid, Pop Hunter, who witnessed the murder of his friend or his brother or his moms, or even if it wasn't with his moms, even if his moms wasn't actually standing right there when this happened. He was 13 years old when this happened. And, you know, his mother wanted him to go down and test and tell the police what he saw. And she told the police what she saw, and that was it. And now that this man, it comes out that this is what happened. And you know, we say all the time, you know, man, keep the kids out the street. We don't want y'all in the street. Go to school, do the right thing. But then when the kid does the right thing, technically the right thing, like, let's keep it 100 here. Like, all the street shit, yeah, I understand all that shit, bro. Like, I'm from Newark, New Jersey, bro. I understand all that shit, bro. But what I'm saying is, this was a kid, bro. We shouldn't condemn him and blacklist him out the industry so he can't support his family because of something that he did as a kid. He did the right thing. So now what do we want him to do? Not rap? Not make music? Not make money? So he could go out and do some crimes and really end up ratting on somebody? Or he end up killing somebody or robbing one of your family members who you left in the hood? That's what you want to happen? Or you want him to succeed and feed his family and blow up? Because Meek, he's way younger than you. So that means you're going to get older faster than he will. Which means that you may need him in the future to revitalize your career. We don't know. We don't know these things. But I just want to say, man, listen, do not condemn that brother for what he did. He did the right thing. We tell these kids to do the right thing all the time, stay in school, stay out the streets. And when a kid does the right thing, just because now he's a rapper, we condemn him for that? That's wild. I don't agree with that. And at the end of the day, he was a civilian at that point. Still a civilian in my eyes. Just because he rap, just because he might say ops, that doesn't mean he's a street guy. And speaking of ops, we're gonna go to Lil Durk. Now, Lil Durk is from Chicago. We all know that. We all know the violence that goes on in Chicago. We all know who his ops are. We all know about the other side. We all know that King Von got murdered in Atlanta not that long ago. And oh yeah, got Akademiks. I'm on your ass too. I'm kind of on your side with the Meek thing, but it's something else about the whole King Von shit, Quando, Rondo shit that I gotta speak to you about after I get to Lil Durk. But Lil Durk, you the voice of the trenches, self-proclaimed, so you say. I understand. It's blood spilt on both sides. I get it. It's blood spilt. You can't be cool with those dudes. I get it. I know. I'm not saying be cool with these other guys. I'm not saying you gotta do songs with them. I'm not saying you gotta help them in any way. And I'm also not saying you gotta try to blackball them in any way. Not saying that's what you do. I'm just saying this is what these guys say. I'm not taking those guys' side. It is what it is. Like, it's blood spilt on both sides. I get it. So you guys never be friends. But you disrespecting the dead. You supposed to be far removed from that. You disrespecting FBG Duck after his death, which is, correct me if I'm wrong, but you never did that when he was alive. You might have did it on the subliminal level, but you never did it directly while he was alive. And I just think it's a weak move, man. Like, you got some great music. The hood fuck with you, especially in Newark, New Jersey. I'm not sure about nowhere else, but I know in Newark, and I know when I see other people talk about little niggas fuck with you. You gotta grasp on the whole game right now. You could change not only the hip hop game, you could change Chicago music forever. I know when you was a little dude, you looked up to these guys like Larry Hoover and King David. I know you did. You wanted to be, it was a point in your life, you probably wanted to be the best gangster you could ever be. But now you got an opportunity to be bigger than Larry Hoover, King David ever was. You got that opportunity in the palm of your hands right now. You could be bigger than they ever was. You could do something more legendary than they ever did. You could reverse the generational curse of death and destruction. You could reverse it. You and one other person. But you have to be the spearhead of it. You need to get on the phone with Chief Keef, because he the one who started this. Let's be honest. He the one who started the disrespecting Tuka as far as bringing it to the masses. I'm not sure about who started it in Chicago, but as far as the whole world hearing it, the whole world hearing somebody saying we smoking on Tuka came out of Chief Keef. But he fell back from the music scene a little bit. Now you at the forefront. This is why I say you have to spearhead this. Cause the youngest is listening to you, not so much Chief Keef these days, but they listening to Little Durk. You have the opportunity to stop that, bro. You got the opportunity to stop that. Like, you seen what happened to your homie. Ain't had nothing to do with no Chicago shit. But it's that energy around it, bro. I'm telling you, you don't want that energy around you. You doing good, you making money, you living life. Killed all that energy, bro. That energy is bad. I'm telling you. Learn from other people's mistakes, man. Learn from your homies' mistakes. Learn from your ops' mistakes. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, though. Like, you got the power to change that shit, bro. You got Tuka's moms. I seen the video. They, you know what I mean? They got FBG Duck's mother, Lil Mister's mother, somebody else, excuse me for not remembering, and then they got Tuka's mother. She begging and pleading, bro. People stop disrespecting her son. Her son's been dead since like 2011 or something like that. And motherfuckers still disrespecting a kid, like, and y'all grown now with kids who's closer to the age of Tuka than you are right now. Which is crazy. Now imagine something happening to one of your kids and a motherfucker out here just keep disrespecting your kids, your dead kids, every chance they get on national stages, in clubs where you got beautiful women singing, disrespecting your dead children. People partying, having a good time, and at the same time disrespecting your dead child. How you think that'll make you feel, man? It's over, he gone. If he was an op, cool, he gone. You won, actually. What's the point of keep digging at that wound? His mother ain't do nothing to you. Y'all gotta let that go, man. I'm not saying let go of the beef and between this side and that side, it ain't got nothing to do with me. But I'm saying the disrespecting of the dead people, the people who already gone, especially if you ain't do it while they was alive. Especially if you ain't do it while they was alive. That shit should be over, man. That shit should be done. You and Chief Keef need to do that. Cause y'all could change a lot of kids' lives out there, man. From what I hear, it wasn't like that before this drill music started. Before this whole clout thing started. Yeah, it was violence, gangs, but from what I hear, it wasn't that serious until this whole internet thing and the whole DJ Akademiks thing with the whole keeping the score and war in Chiraq and giving people nicknames in the streets. People that ain't do nothing in no music industry for you to be giving them a nickname. All they did was some street shit. And this guy brought this to the masses. This is how I found out about a lot of this stuff, through DJ Akademiks. Speaking of DJ Akademiks, he has some explaining to do. Now I get it. DJ Akademiks has been picked on by Meek Mill especially, but by a lot of other artists. And I think they just pick on him because he's an easy target. Because he's not a street guy. You know what I mean? But they don't go at all these other guys who do the same thing he does. They don't go after the media publications who do the same thing he do. They don't attack these people. You feel what I'm saying? Another thing, Meek Mill, the elephant in the room. Just to go back real quick, it's an elephant in the room that you need to address, brother. I mean, you disrespect. I mean, you don't like 6ix9ine. Nobody does. I get that part. Fuck him. But when it comes to Pop Hunter, you call, you know what I mean? You working with a rat, brother. You work with one. Side by side, you work with one. We all know. Supposedly, she took down some cartels or some shit like that. I don't know, bro. But this is what they telling me. That you work side by side with one. That's just a whole nother. But back to Akademiks, man. You know, you did a live or something like that where you played Quando Rondo's apology to you and the reason that you don't like him and all that. Let me get now. He said something about he want you gotta die tomorrow, big brother. Where the voodoo lady at and all that. You claim that's what you mad at, but in the same breath you say that things like that doesn't really bother you. You let things like that roll off your back. So my question was, what's the real problem? Why you don't want to interview Quando Rondo? Now let's be honest here. Now, if we think about it, now everybody is in love with King Von, so, rightfully so. You know, he was taken way before his time. He's a legend. But at the same time, what did Quando Rondo actually do? Think about that. Like, what did he actually do? Him. Not Lil Tim. Not King Von. But Quando, what did he actually do that night? He didn't do shit. From the video I seen, he didn't do shit but get his ass whooped. That's it. We mad at a dude for getting beat up? We mad at Quando Rondo for getting his ass whooped. That's what we mad at him for. Because we literally break it down. What did he do? Nothing but get his ass whooped. His mans get out the car, boom, boom. The world is in shock. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't actually do anything. Now, afterwards, you know, he made songs and said different things, and he supported his mans, which I don't know anybody who wouldn't. But that's all coming off the heels of people attacking him. You know, he just basically defended himself. You know, what happened between, you know, what Lil Tim did, I'm not co-signing that. I understand it. Some ways I respect it. If we being 100% honest here, he did what he was supposed to do. And it's just that, bro. If you want to interview Quando Rondo, which I feel you really do want to interview him, then do it. Don't keep asking for validation from the peanut gallery. If that's what you want to do it. He ain't do nothing wrong. He got his ass whooped. That's all he did. He got his ass whooped. I can see if you don't want to interview Lil Tim. I can understand that. But why you don't want to interview Quando Rondo? Why you don't want to play his music? Why you don't want to talk about his set? It's just stupid to me. I don't understand it. Understand you was close with King Von, but Quando Rondo didn't do anything. He got his ass whooped. He didn't ask to get punched in the face. That man walked over there and just did that. But nevertheless, man, it's something for y'all to think about. I know I'm a little YouTube channel. They probably not gonna see this. But that's where y'all come in handy at. Cause y'all can like this video, y'all can share this video, y'all can subscribe. High Society Podcast, man. And y'all can make them see this video. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you hit us up, man. High Society Podcast every Monday at 6 p.m., man. Tune in. We 66 episodes in. We interview Arsenal the Rebel, a bunch of independent Jersey artists, a bunch of independent New York artists. We interviewed Johnny Bunton, Force. The guy who showed the paperwork on Choke No Joke, we interviewed him months before Queen Flip did. We had that interview months before. But like I said, we the little guys right now. High Society, we the little guys on YouTube right now. But y'all could change that. Y'all could change that. All you gotta do is like, share, and subscribe. And y'all could change that. Y'all could be a part of this. Y'all could be a part of this. Your society plus my society equals a high society. And that's all I really got to say, man. I'm out. Oh yeah, one more thing real quick, because this video is a little too long. March 6th, BLK Prime, King Earner versus Paparazzi Poe is going down. I can't wait, man. I ain't got nothing to do with the promotion. I ain't got nothing to do with BLK Prime. I just thought I should say that, man. Hey, Choke No Joke, sign them papers, man. My boy Johnny Bunton looking for you. And I'm out. You already know.